New York City mayor's race. A new poll today from Manhattan Institute. This is what number is that? Number 16. New poll from the Manhattan Institute shows the race for the New York City mayor a bigger lead for Mamdani than in some other polls, some of the more recent polls. Even though the poll, as you see here from the headline, majority of residents disagree with a lot of his policies. Here's a new headline about our friend Bill DeBlasio, a two-way community member. New York Post headline: Mamdani top cheerleader Bill DeBlasio now says New York City mayoral frontrunner's math, quote, doesn't hold up, even though he's an endorser. Last night on this program, I told you there may be some new Oppo research dumped on Mamdani's head, and it happened today. Soundbite from him from not that long ago, comparing unfavorably the New York City police with the Israeli army. And that's getting some attention today. And then one more thing on the race before we go to our guests. No, I think that's, I want a Polymarket, where things stand. So Mamdani's been going up. He was getting close to 100% in Polymarket. And the latest one shows a bit of a dip for him. He's down to 90. He was well above 90. Cuomo up to 10. What does that mean? Percent chance of winning, 90%. Obviously a big percent chance. I will continue to tell you, no one can model this race. It's an unusual race. So if the public polls show it within 10 points or so, you just can't be sure you know exactly how this is going to end up. Anyone who would bet on any but Mamdani would be throwing their money away. But this race is not over, in my belief, and there's still time for something to change the race, as we've seen. There have been developments each and every day for the last few days. I want to make sure we get something in that's unrelated to the poll, because, man, it's messed up. Earlier in the program, I read you a headline, allegedly Bill DeBlasio saying that the numbers don't add up for Mamdani, the candidate he supports, which obviously would be a big blow, right? And it was in the Times of London. I've faced this a lot in my career. Like Times of London quoting Bill DeBlasio, it quotes. You've got to say, well, that's true. Listen to what Bill DeBlasio just tweeted about the Times of London story that had quotes of him saying his chosen candidates' economic policies don't add up. I want to be 100% clear. The story in the Times of London is entirely false and fabricated. It was just brought to my attention, and I'm appalled. I never spoke to that reporter and never said those things. Those quotes aren't mine and don't reflect my views. If that's not clear enough for you, Bill's significant other, Nomi, who's a regular guest on the show, she did a shorter Bill de Blasio. Here's what Nomi said about this in reply tweet to Bill's tweet. This is super effed up. And the Times of London has taken the story down off the page. So who knows how that happened? Sometimes you can misquote someone because you didn't hear them, but Bill says he didn't even talk to the reporter. Cozy Earth. So I love getting emails about Cozy Earth, unlike these emails about tech support. So I got an email from one of you today. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, this person's a little bit famous. I won't lie to you. Some of you have heard of this person. Here's what he emailed me. He said, Mark, I'm reminded of the versatility of the Cozy Earth pants as I sit here he's in a prominent place in Washington, I won't say where, in a session on what do you call it, an issue. He says, I'm wearing the pants with a sports coat and a button down, and no one's the wiser. Again, you can wear it with a sports coat and a button down, and people will just say, yeah, nice slacks. But you could wear them literally to the beach or watching the World Series tonight, where I was told they plan to walk Ohtani every at bat, which makes me nuts. Anyway, Cozy Earth products available to you now, the bedding, the pants, everything. You can't be beat. And you hear me talk about the pants all the time because they're so incredible. Go to CozyEarth.com, use the promo code two-way, CozyEarth.com, promo code two-way for 20% off. CozyEarth.com, promo code two-way, because home isn't just where you live, it's how you feel. Let's go home with Cozy Earth. They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America. And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.